I just realized that my ring light is broken, so the part where it holds the phone is loose, so I had to make my phone balance on the thing, and I don't know if it's gonna fall during the duration of this video, but I hope it doesn't, so please bear with me. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Fish. If you're new here, if you're a returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. Thank you for staying subscribed. Thank you for being patient with me. Happy New Year, same me. I don't feel like this year is a new year, new me thing. I just feel like I'm just continuing whatever I did last year, and I'm just bringing it into this year and making it bigger and better. So yeah, no new me, but definitely new topics, new energy, new everything when it comes to this channel, because I'm always just trying to make it better. So yes. Okay, so as you can see, I have my makeup half done. I only just did my eyebrows and my foundation because it takes time and I don't have time. I'm going to church. This is the first time I'm going to church in 2023. The last time I went was on Christmas Day. I have like an hour and a half. Church starts at 10:30 and now it's past 9, so I hope I can just finish quickly by 9:45. Then I can get dressed and then be done. Okay, so by the title of this video you can already tell what I'm about to talk about. So lately Lori Harvey has been trending because she's found a new bae. I don't remember what his name is, but yeah, that guy is a very popular, handsome, dark-skinned chocolate guy. So she was trending because people were saying, yeah, yo, Lori Harvey, she doesn't settle, yo, she moved on, what, we should all be like her, blah, 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 blah. And I was just like, okay, cool, but when I look at it, like when I think about it, so when I think about it, like the whole Lori Harvey thing, it's becoming a thing because of how, you know, she just moves on from one relationship to another. So that's why people think that like, yo, she's inspiring, like we should all be more like her, like in your 20s, that's what we should be doing. And for me, like when I sit down and I think about it properly, first of all, guys, we don't know these people. Like, we don't know Lori Harvey, first of all. We don't know the guys that she dates on a personal level, that's what I mean. We don't know the men that she dates. We don't know like the dynamics of the relationship, like what happened for them to break up. So for the internet to assume that, yeah, she's not settling, like, yo, boy, bye, she's just moving on whenever something doesn't serve her, whatever, like, how do you guys know that that's the reason why the relationship ended? Like, how do you guys know? I know that the common denominator, is it common denominator? Yeah, the common person in these relationships is Lori Harvey. So the guy is different every time, but the common factor is Lori Harvey. So that's why it's easy to assume that she's the one with the power. She's the one that says, hey, I'm done here, goodbye. And then the guys are left heartbroken, etc., etc. So I want us to be mindful of the fact that at the end of the day, we don't know. We are just assuming from what we see on social media and what other people are saying, but we don't actually know. So to make up conclusions like that is not very smart. To conclude that that's why the relationship ended, and you know, she's the boss and she's the one that's like, hey, boy, bye, you know. So that's the first thing that I want to say. So to be inspired by something that you don't really know, I forgot to be like, yo, I want to be like Lori Harvey on something that you don't know for sure is very dangerous and it's not very smart. So I just want to put that out there as point number one. We don't know. Second of all, I feel like it's very possible that Lori Harvey could be riding the wave of, I know what I want, I don't settle for less, if something doesn't serve me, I move on, blah, blah, blah. You know how those Instagram girls speak and the things they say. I think that it's very possible that she's just riding that wave, because Lori Harvey never used to speak like at all. She never used to speak. She would just be known for, oh, now she's dating so and so, but she would never say anything. So now all of a sudden she's in interviews and she's like, yeah, what doesn't serve me, like I put my peace first. I always protect my peace. I always make sure that, like, you know, if I don't get what I want, I move on. Like, you know, I don't settle. Like, all of a sudden she's in interviews and she's speaking that type of language, and she's saying those kind of things. And she wouldn't have said it, in my opinion, she wouldn't have been that person if we didn't give it to her. So I feel like the internet is the one that gave her the image of, I move on, I don't settle. So she's sort of like riding that wave, like, oh, okay, you guys are seeing my relationships as this, you guys are being inspired by me, okay, then let me be that girl. Like, let me be that girl for you guys that you can look up to and be like, yeah, this girl doesn't settle. So that's why she will respond in the way that she knows we see her. So she's gonna speak the same things that we are assuming about her and be like, yeah, you're right, I don't settle, I don't want that. Do you understand? Okay, so the third thing that I've noticed about this Lori Harvey thing is that there's a very blurred line between dating and being in a relationship. So I don't know about the internet, but according to me, dating is, we're not committed. Like, I am talking to people, I'm trying to get to know people, I'm trying to see, like, what do I like, what do I not like. It's not a committed relationship. A committed relationship is, I choose you, I love you, I'm going to be with you, I'm gonna work this thing out with you. That's how I see it. So now people are saying that, so when people say, yeah, this is how it should be, like, we're in our 20s, we shouldn't, like, be locked down with the nigga, settling and feeling like, you know, like, I can't find anybody else, this is it, like, there's so many options, like, go out there and, like, date niggas, like, don't settle, like, whatever nigga that you find, if he doesn't do the right thing, move on to the next one. And for me, it's like, okay, I would understand that if Lori Harvey was just dating, which dating to me is just speaking to people, not in committed relationships where they are posting each other on social media, there's our live views flying around, there's love of my life, like, do you understand? So it's like, you're saying the right thing, you're right, but that's not what Lori Harvey is doing. Lori Harvey is in committed relationships, and her actions are like she's dating. Do you understand? So that's my opinion when it comes to dating. Like, for me, dating is getting to know people. You're not committing them. You're not giving them your mind, your body, do you understand? Your energy, your efforts. Like, you're not doing that. You're just tasting the waters. You're just going and you're like, okay, let's talk. Let's see. What are you about? Do you understand? So for you guys to say that we must do what Lori Harvey is doing in our 20s while we are young is not realistic, because nobody wants to do that. Nobody has that sort of mindset when you enter a relationship. So for me, like, those are two different things. Dating, relationship, two different things. Okay, I forgot to put a disclaimer that this is just me analyzing. Like, I'm just analyzing. I'm not judging. I'm not saying this is what she is, this is what it's not. Blah, blah, blah. I'm just saying, let's pick each other's brains. Like, I'm just trying to pick your brains and be like, guys, can we look at it in a different perspective? Like, when we think realistically and we think according to what relationships are, what love is, what commitment is, what standards are, like, when we put that, when we filter out what Lori Harvey is doing through that, what does that look like? Like, what does that mean about what she's doing? So yeah, don't get me wrong, please. So on the topic of real love and commitment, I think that, first of all, when you say you love someone, it means that you are going to be with them, like, through thick and thin. Like, you're always going to be willing to work things out. It means that, like, you see a future with them. It means that you're choosing them and only them. It means that you're going to be faithful, you're going to be patient, you're going to be forgiving, like, you know. And when commitment is that it doesn't matter what I feel like or what we're going through, I'm going to be there either way. When you're committed to something, you're saying that you're in it for the long haul. So when I look at Lori Harvey's relationships and how she's navigating them, I'm just like, where is the love and commitment in that? Like, if every year you have a new boyfriend, where is the commitment? Where is the love? Where is the working things out? So that's why I'm saying that, like, I don't understand it in the context of relationships, because relationships are not supposed to be, you're no longer serving me, this thing is no longer, I'm no longer feeling it, I'm moving on. Like, that's not what love and commitment is. You don't wake up and feel like, what is this thing now? You don't wake up and feel like, I don't want to do this thing anymore, or like, I'm done, or I'm not feeling it anymore. Like, that's not what it is. So now I'm thinking, okay, so what are you actually doing with these people? Like, when you're posting each other and when you're saying I love you, when you're saying love of my life, like, what are you guys talking about? Like, what is all of that? Like I said, we don't know these people. Like, we don't know these guys. We don't know personally. We don't know them personally, so we don't know what it's like to date them, what it's like to be with them on a daily basis, what their character is like, what their personality is like, what their traumas is like, you know, all of those things. But then when you look at it from the outside, the guys that she dates are good guys, like the ones that I know, like Michael B. Jordan, and that other one, the current one is giving Playboy vibes. I think Lewis Hamilton is one of them that I think, like, you know, he's kind of giving like good guy. So what are these guys doing that you can't begezela, like, you can't take it like, hey boy, I'm gone? So what are these guys doing gahle gahle that you feel like, yeah, like you can't handle it, like every year when are you gone? Or what are they doing that gives you a reason to want to leave all the time? Like, do you understand? Other than that, I don't think that she's promoting what real love and commitment is. Like, she's not promoting it at all. And I think that realistically, for us women, like majority of us women, whether you're famous or not, we all want real love and commitment. Like, every time we tell ourselves that, okay, this guy is gonna be my boyfriend, then it means that you're trying to go the long haul with him. Like, you're trying to go all the way. You're trying to love, you're trying to forgive, you're trying to work things out, you're trying to learn them, you're trying to understand them, like you're trying to build a life with them. So realistically, if you're that type of person that wants to be in a committed relationship, it doesn't make sense that you would want to jump from one person to the other. Like, nobody is trying to invest all of that time and energy just to break up after a year. And that's why majority of us women end up being staying in abusive relationships, or staying with men that cheat on us, or men that don't love us, because it's so hard for us to move on. Like, it's so hard for us to leave after years or even months. Like, it doesn't matter what the time frame is, as long as you put in effort, or you even told yourself about this person, like, yo, this person is my type of person, this person is the type of person I want to be with, this person, I want to love them. It's not easy for you to just wake up one day and be like, yo, I'm gone, I can go to someone else, like I can start from scratch. Because it's not easy to start from scratch, because you understand the effort and the time that it took for you to even be where you're at with this person. So why would you want to throw away all of that time? And that's why when they tell you, like, when they try to help you heal from a relationship or to move on, they always tell you to not hold on to the time. Like, don't hold on to, yo, all this time and effort that I put into this man only for me to walk away. There's no way. Do you understand? This life that we built, these children that we have, like, they always teach you to not hold on to that. But realistically, that's what we do. It's human nature, especially as females. So what are you guys getting? So I feel like a lot of people are just lying to themselves, or they're just hyping Lori Harvey up, knowing that when realistically in real life you're never gonna do that. Like, you're never gonna live the life that she's living, because you're not built like that. And I don't think Lori Harvey is built like that either. I don't think that she is. But according to social media, it looks like she is, just because she's moving from one guy to another. But I don't think that she's sitting there being like, wow, this is amazing, this is what I want, this is what I'm gonna do for the rest of my life. Like, I don't think so at all. I'm trying to decide which eyelashes I should wear today. I won't even show you, because they look like they're the same thing, but they're not. I have, let me not show you, but anyway, I'll just show you anyway. I have these ones, and then you guys are not gonna see, they're gonna fall. and then I have these ones. They don't look different, but they are. So I think I'm gonna take these ones because they're already out and I don't have time. I'm just saying that, like, let's try to think about it, like, before we make up conclusions about people's lives or the way that they think or the things that they're doing based off of what we see on social media. Let's try to think that if it had to be you, or if you had to put it in the context of normal people, what would that be like? Like, what would that look like? Because I know for sure that if it was another girl from the Gasi, or just like a normal girl that wasn't a celebrity like Lori Harvey, it would have been seen differently. It would have been seen like, oh, she's a hoe, she can't keep a man, or she's for the streets. But because it's Lori Harvey and she's dating men of that standard, and she's got money and she's beautiful, then it's like, yes, girl, go girl, you are the one. Like, it's praised. And if it was put in a different context, it wouldn't be praised, it would be shamed. So I think that a lot of the things on social media go according to who you are. Like, if it's a specific type of person and they look a specific type of way, then it's okay. If it's anybody else, no, girl. Do you understand? And I feel like that's not fair. So even with Lori Harvey, even with celebrities, like, we must call a spade a spade. We must say the truth. Like, it doesn't matter if you're pretty, you've got money, you date men that are actors and are famous and have got money. Like, it doesn't matter. If it's wrong, it's wrong. If you're not setting a good example, then you're not setting a good example. Like, Okay, one last thing I want to add on is that, according to me, like, I have an opinion that this is a very male dominated world, and this world was made for men by men. So I think that at the end of the day, when it comes to dating, anything that has to do with you loving a man, you sleeping with a man, at the end of the day, men will always have the last laugh. Like, you can't play men. You can't be like, yeah, I'm gonna sleep with men, yeah, I'm gonna do whatever I want. If I want this one, I'm gonna sleep with him tomorrow. If I want this one, I can date him. Like, just because men are doing it, like, yeah, also men do it. You're not a man, and you could never act like a man or live like a man. Like, you could never. So even when you're saying things like, I don't do it for men, like, I date for myself, like, I dress for myself, at the end of the day, you're doing it for men. Like, men are benefiting. So in my opinion, these guys are not stupid. Like, these guys are not falling under the Lori Harvey trap or spell, and they're caught in it, and they're at her mercy, like, oh, Lori Harvey, please love me, let me be the one. I know the last one, you didn't want him, you dumped him, so let me be the one. Like, no, these men know that, okay, this is the type of girl that we are dealing with, so can I be next in line? There's a part of me that says that these men are also sitting there, be like, yay, I can't wait to be next. I don't care who her ex is. Yeah, she doesn't last. I don't care. I also want a slice of that cake. I also want to be next. I also want to have her on my hit list and be like, yeah, I was with Lori Harvey. I'm one of her exes. They're playing the game just the same way you think that you're playing the game. And at the end of the day, they win because they are men. We're not like men. We're emotional. We get attached easily. We want to nurture, we want to build, we want to grow, we want to stay, we want to commit. And they find it easy to move on. Like, they don't hold on to things the same way that we do. So if you're saying that you're playing men, you're playing yourself, my sister. So I feel like even for these men, like, they're not bothered. Like, they don't care. It's not like, you're foolish, why are you dating Lori Harvey? Yeah, she'll play you, she'll leave you. No, they're just like, dude, I also want to be here. I also want to be part of the guys that she was with. I also want to taste what other men were tasting. Do you understand? There's a part of it that is better in that sense. Men are always benefiting. That's the point that I'm trying to make, is that men are always going to benefit. You're going to think that, hey, you are their boss, you are doing them dirty. Never days. And that's why I think that it's important to understand yourself as a woman and not try to compete with men. Stop this thing of, yeah, men also do it, so what? And I feel like, I'm gonna have another video for that one specific, because I want to go deep into it. But for this video, just don't do that, guys. Like, don't do that to yourselves. We know that realistically we will never be able to do what Lori Harvey's doing. And also, I think that she is doing it, like she's dating all of these men because she can. Like they are there, they're available to her, she's surrounded by them. If me Sipe Sihle from Kempton Park here to find like a man like Michael B. Jordan, do you think I'd be gone? I would never leave him. I would stay, because what are the chances of me finding a man like that? Do you understand? And that's why we keep settling, and that's why we keep holding on to these men. Like you find one good man and you hold on to him because you know how hard it is to find another good one, to find another rich one, to find another one without a child, to find another one that can commit to you the way that this one did, or can love you the way that this one did. Like it's very hard. So even for her, like you can't compare yourself to Lori Harvey, because she's also probably doing it because she can. Like it's really a why not situation for her. Like, why not? I have these men are accessible to me, like why not? And you would also probably do the same thing if you were in her shoes, but you're not in her shoes, so stop it. Stop making her your role model, because you're not her. You can never live the same life that she's living. You can never get the things that she's getting. Like you will never be her, and you will never be in the same context as her. So don't compare your life to hers and think that, oh, I will move like Lori Harvey. Like, no, girl. You find a good man, you stick beside him. Like if you feel like he's worth sticking beside, you stick beside him. Don't say, hey, me, I'll just move on. Hey, like guys, please, like please. Okay, my phone keeps falling now, so it's time to end the video. Yeah, so guys, I just want to encourage you guys to think before you take things from the internet, make conclusions and apply them into your own life. Like that's very, very dangerous. And I hope you guys learned something from this video. I hope you guys will try your best to move different moving forward, especially when it comes to celebrities and social media influencers. Like, it's not real. Please, you don't know what is happening. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys think. Maybe you guys have a different perspective of the whole Lori Harvey thing, but this is just me. I will see you guys next time. Please don't forget to share also if you feel like this is a video that you would like to share, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.